From George St. Pierre actually giving legitimate life advice that everybody should see, all the way over to the MMA guru shooting his shot with Norma Dumont. Today, we are recapping everything that has happened recently within the MMA space. Today, we are going to be looking at the Explore page over on X. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Guys, let's start off actually with something from the guru that hit the Explore page that isn't about Norma Dumont, but don't worry, we are going to be getting into that, so stay tuned. Okay, Colby Covington MMA, you have a choice to make. It doesn't have to be this way. You are my hero. The reasons why I started my channel back in 2018. Do not make me do what I am capable of. I know too much already and can know a lot more. I have made a warm-up that we have 3 weeks of, and this is what you can do. Unite to destroy Ian Gary or enter beef you're not ready for. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Colby Covington recently did a little bit of a switch up on the MMA Guru because the MMA Guru criticized Colby's performance, and Colby said that he was losing a 10-8 round of diabetes or something like that. Now, if we've learned nothing from the MMA Guru nowadays, I don't think that you actually want to get into a beef with this guy. There is a huge possibility of success with Colby and the MMA Guru collabing to get rid of Ian, not get rid of, but like to dunk on Ian Gary. MMA Sensei replied to that and said, bro, he's already been through enough so much in the last week. Leave him alone. I don't know, man. Colby has been yapping, though, and of course, we are going over to MMA AI. You can't escape this no matter what you're doing. Like, look how good that looks, man. Honestly, like, Colby in tears, Colby getting ready for what the guru is cooking, but it's not just about the guru. Let's continue on to something that is, I've seen this before. Not this specific one, but I know what the video is going to be when I start playing it. If you know, you know. All right, so we have Alexa Grasso over there, and this is what's going on. Oh, we're switching it up. It's getting worse for Poliana Viana than Tracy Cortez. Oh, it's slowing down. Oh, it's slowing down. All right. Wait, who is that? Why can't I tell who that is? Oh my god. I can't tell who that is from the picture. But okay. Just, oh, no, poor way. Oh my god, wow. I thought it was just going to stick to Alexa Grasso and just be a consistent pound just like this, but man. Oh my god. The reply to it. Oh, I love it. I love it, man. Actually, YouTube, I'm extremely grateful to be on your platform. I think that is, I think it's disgusting to post videos like that, quite frankly. Anthony Harris had this to say about it. Zhang is the most wife material of all WMMA fighters. She was a kindergarten teacher too, so you know she'd be good with y'all's kids. I don't know if this is a joke or not. I've never heard anything about Zhang Weili being a kindergarten teacher, but I guess that's cool. I don't know. Like, is a cage fighter really wife material in general? Let's be real. Like, yeah, that's what I want my wife to be, okay? Like, you can look good, but that's about it, okay? Let's continue on. Kyle Inacio had this to say: things were leaving in 2024. Cyril gone, the Apex, Zabit what ifs. Guys, I actually so agree with Zabit what ifs. I don't know why Cyril gone, and the Apex I'm okay with. Like, I would love to leave the Apex in 2024, but I wouldn't mind it for a card here and there. But let's take a look what people had to say about that. I have zero problem with these first two things remaining. The Apex has the least awful judging. I watch on mute anyway. And Gon is still more skilled than every heavyweight alive other than like 5 of them. And he's a beat narrative is stale at this point. Yeah, to be honest with you, I never really thought about it, but I actually am sick of all of the, well, what would have happened if Zabit took this guy on? Like, we never saw Zabit take on anybody to like the level of a Max Holloway. You know, like, he's had some great performances. He's looked good, but man, I don't know. Man, if I see any more Zabit what if posts, I'm calling Big Mus to ban those words off the platform. Actually, I never thought about it. I never realized that I'm actually sick of seeing that because we see it every day. Zabit, what if Zabit this? What if Zabit that? Paul Moorcroft had this to say, sorry. Leave behind wish list. GOAT debates, pound for pound being discussed as if it's a real thing. MMA journalists only covering UFC and Jake Paul. MMA being a political tool. I don't mind any of those really being around. What's wrong with MMA journalists only covering UFC and Jake Paul? I mean, like, I could do without the Jake Paul, but if they want to cover UFC, they can cover UFC. I don't know. I don't see a problem with any of those personally. We will never stop seeing the Zabit what ifs. That is going to go on forever. Unfortunately, I do think that's the case. There's not going to be a really escape from it. Oh my god! Also, Cody Garbrandt being the best fighter on the planet for 25 minutes. That's so true. But the problem is, like, that is different than the Zabit what ifs. because Cody Garbrandt actually showed up and did look like the best fighter of all time for 25 minutes. But the problem is, like, it is a little bit overused, to be honest with you. Overhyping debuts and immediately saying fraud with a loss. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big, big issue. I feel bad for MMA fighters when they have to go through this. Conor vs. Chandler and new gloves. I actually forgot about the new gloves. Did they just scrap that idea completely? For John Jones. People forget, man. This kid's a beat Magomed Sharipov, man. He could have been something special, man. Like, I'm not good at impressions, but I read this hearing bedtime spot on. I read this just hearing like the typical Joe Rogan impression. People forget, man. People forget. Okay. But what don't people forget about? Colby Covington, because he recently lost again. Just Colby Covington. All the dishes. The poor guy can't escape it, man. The poor guy just cannot escape it. You mean Tony Ferguson did. Colby it means there's still a little left. Okay, you know what? I kind of like that one. That was pretty good. But yeah, absolutely Tony'd them. Anyway. Bro, Johnny Walker, the dishes. Yup. Oh, but I don't know. Maybe the dishes stuck together and the glass didn't break, okay? If you think Adesanya is a better striker... Oh, this is a new topic. Sorry. If you think that Adesanya is a better striker than Holloway, then stop following MMA. Learn what level of competition does and what good striking actually looks like. Is this rage bait? Is this rage bait? Because Israel Adesanya is a better striker than Max Holloway. If you want to talk about the better fighter, then we can talk about Max Holloway potentially. But Israel Adesanya just being a pure striker... Yeah, I don't know about that one, okay? I like how Izzy's become so much worse and less the less interesting striker the longer he's gotten in MMA. That's actually true. That's true. He gets content as a champion, man. Contender Izzy is an animal. Hey, AL Freedom had this to say. Holloway, the same guy who don't move his head, the same guy who absorbed 2,000 strikes, the same guy who got outclassed by a guy 2 times who also trains with Adesanya. We can hate Adesanya all day, but give the respect on bro's game. Yep. I actually agree with that. Max Holloway isn't the best striker. He wins fights on grit, heart, and cardio. Yeah, his boxing's good, but he eats so many shots. How can you actually classify that as a better striker than Israel Adesanya? Don't even mention Holloway. Oh, this breaks my heart. We already sent him to the Tony Ferguson retirement home. He's 1,000% getting slept in his next fight. I hope not, dude. I hope that Max Holloway's chin's still intact. It's a big, big worry of mine. But let's continue on because we have another post from the MMA guru that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. UFC fighter interviews I need in 2025, because if you guys don't know, the MMA guru has been recently collaborating with multiple UFC fighters. He wants Manel Kape, Paulo Costa, Sean Strickland, Bryce Mitchell, Jack Della Maddalena, Jamal Hill, Trevor Peek, and Norma Dumont. I love it. When I first saw this, and I typically... What we do over here is we get I have all the topics listed and given to me to make these videos, and I mix in my own things, and this is absolutely one of the things that I wanted to mix in. That's probably why we have a couple MMA Guru things over here, and there was another one, I don't remember which one, but we haven't hit it yet. There was another one that I mixed in myself, but regardless, like, I saw this and I was like, come on, Norma. Norma Dumont. But honestly, like, Manel Kape would be great, Sean would be great, Costa would be great, Mitchell would be great. Like, they would all actually be really great. I'd like to see Jamal Hill as well. The Norma Dumont one just makes me laugh, man. Last one. Yup. Literally. Could you imagine if he actually ended up making that happen? That'd be actually wild. But let's continue on. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. The one that I chose. I won't knock you out, bro, we know. This is Sean Strickland versus a former Navy SEAL. Let's see, okay?
You know you're gonna quit.
Oh, you know you're gonna quit, he says. It's just like Sean yaps when he's not fighting anybody of significance. Oof, oof.
I won't knock you out.
I won't knock you out. Yeah, Sean's not capable. I agree with that.
Oh, that team got him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I got him.
Oh, that leg kick, man. Those leg kicks, those are hurting. Yeah, Sean, unfortunately, man, like, if you follow Strickland, you know that he's just a gym bully. Like, that's what he is, because he doesn't hold the same energy in fights. That's the Sean Strickland mentality. Look how tough I am. I'm fighting somebody who isn't nearly as experienced as me, and then once I get in the UFC, I'm going to talk about bleeding for people, and then I'm just going to walk around for 25 minutes.
Up kick him, up kick him.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, and he loves beating up on people, man. He's turned into everything that he claimed to hate when he first began his rise, right? He's become an influencer himself. He wants the clout. He's always beating on people who aren't professional fighters, then jabbing to death when in the octagon. Yep. Jab and teep, walk forward, iCarly stance. Strickland cannot knock down YouTube streamer Sneeko, and he only does this to people who are not very good. When he spars with Alex, he goes easy. That's why he's a big coward. I don't know if I call him a big coward for going easy with Alex Pereira. It's just understanding your position. Alex just completely big broed him, right? He's like, really? You're not going to do this to me, and just slept him. Notice whenever Strickland spars Poton, dude is church mouse quiet. Bro's deep down the biggest on the UFC roster. But again, I don't blame him for doing that. A lot of people would do that, no matter, but the problem is, how loud of a mouth he has, right? Let's continue on to a meme posted by Dovey. Boxing fans, career over, bum. 4 losses and 2 losses. And yeah, the MMA fans, they never give up. The MMA fans can be so horrible, but they can be so loving at the exact same time. You don't care about losses. You love the fighters for who they are. I would never turn on Tyson Fury. This is what I mean when I say I'm built like an elite boxer. Oh my God. oh my God. Yeah, I will never forget that, man. That's a crazy build, okay? Pacific Noble had this to say. I just love how Oral By has become a fan favorite. Faith in MMA community restored. That's so true. That's so true. And why is this guy gotta be like this, man? Why is this guy gotta be like that, okay? Oh, yeah, but Oral By definitely deserves all the respect in the world after what he just got put through, okay? Tony Ferguson title charge starts now. Yep. I'm not with that personally, but get what I'm talking about. But anyways, there was another post that this one was mentioned in the intro over here. George St. Pierre posted this just randomly. I realized a long time ago that martial arts training brings me inner peace. The more I practice, the less I feel the need to be aggressive or violent. This is extremely true. Martial arts fixes you as a person. It fixed me as a kid. I struggled with a very, very difficult anger issues as a kid. You have your outlet. Men require an outlet for their testosterone and their aggression, and martial arts provides not only an outlet for that, but it teaches you to channel it and become a mature and better person. I love that GSP shared this type of thing. Ayman Zahabi also piped up about it, though. Let's see what he had to say. Martial arts can be a positive outlet for kids, even those labeled as bullies. Rather than promoting violence, it can teach discipline, respect, and help them channel aggression in a healthier way. Let's rethink the stigma and see the potential for growth. This is extremely well said and 100% accurate by Ayman Zahabi. I love to see that he had that to say, okay? Lexer had this to say about it. And the less others feel complicated to act aggressively or violently towards you. That's true, too. It also fixes the self-defense. And you walk through life with a different level of confidence, knowing that you're capable of defending yourself. And when you have confidence, it's one of the best things that you could possibly take into your life and improve yourself with, okay? Dr. Nose Dog had this to say. Very true. I learned more from martial arts at a young age and wrestling than I did from any other class in school. I learned more about myself and more about others, and really how I was stronger than I thought. I learned how to turn defeat into fuel for success and how to love myself. It's not anything you will really learn in school, but it is important life lessons, and I wholeheartedly believe that every single young man on this planet should get involved in martial arts for that reason. The benefits are just insane. I'm really glad that this thread could be shared. But let's continue on to something a little bit more, I don't want to say serious, like that was super in depth. It was just something nice to see, right? ACD MMA posted this. This doesn't get talked about enough as being one of the hardest MMA images in 2024, and it's Makhachev grabbing Dustin Poirier's ankle and taking him down. Actually, the black and white might be helping it a little bit, but I do like that. I think that's a pretty hard picture. I like that. I would imagine the replies are going to be a little bit more of the same. That's a weak photo. This one's 100 times better. I disagree. John Jones with Lyoto Machida on the ground, but this wasn't 2024. But regardless, I mean, yeah, John Jones, as if having a hard photo. Could you imagine? If it wasn't Bilal, this would be the hardest. But why? I don't know, man. That one's just funny. That one's not hard. But I would have to agree about Makhachev, though. Man, look at that. That's just I got you, man. I got you. I must agree with this one, guys. You know what other cool photos that we can take a look at, though, when it comes to things like this? I love when MMA fans go crazy with AI and just memeing fighters, kind of like what we saw with Colby Covington earlier. If you want to check out more of that, then you can check out this video over here where we take a look at the multiple things people have made within the MMA community with AI. Would love to have you guys over there. It's so funny. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.